Should you say from 9 to 5 or from 9 until 5? What about Monday to Friday versus Monday through Friday? How do you correctly mark when something ends? In this chapter, we'll master 2. The preposition that marks ending points and creates time ranges with from. Welcome back to our Prepositions of Time series. We've learned from for starting points and since for past to present. Today, we'll learn to, which marks where a time period ends. To is the natural partner of from. Together they create complete ranges. To marks the ending point of a time period or range. Think of it as planting a Finnish flag. From Monday to Friday shows a complete span. Monday starts it, Friday ends it. To creates the boundary where something stops or completes. For example, the store is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. To 6 p.m. marks when closing happens, the ending point. Operations continue throughout the day and stop at 6 p.m. To creates that clear boundary. From to is one of the most common structures in English. From Monday to Friday means the complete work week. From January to December means the entire year. From starts it to ends it. Together they create perfectly clear time spans. To and until are very similar but have subtle differences. From 9 to 5 creates a neutral time range, simply stating start and end. Work until 5 emphasizes continuing up to that endpoint. Both are correct, but to is more common in ranges, while until focuses on the moment something stops. To appears everywhere in daily schedules. Breakfast is served from 7 to 9 a.m. Office hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The pool is open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Every time block needs an ending point, and to provides that boundary. To also creates date ranges for events and bookings. The conference runs from March 1st to March 5th. Summer vacation is June to August. The sale lasts from Friday to Sunday. These ranges need clear ending dates, and to marks exactly when things conclude. A common mistake is mixing to and until together. Do not say from 9 a.m. to until 5 p.m. Choose one structure. From 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or simply until 5 p.m. if the start time is already known. Never combine to and until in the same time expression. Here is a simple memory trick for to. Think of traveling to a destination. To marks where you arrive. If from is your starting line, to is your finish line. Now let's explore to through practical examples. Notice how each sentence marks a clear ending point. School runs from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. This creates a clear 7-hour school day boundary. Students know exactly when the day ends. I work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. This is the classic 9 to 5 schedule used to describe a normal office job. Your gym membership is valid from January to December. January begins the membership period and December ends it. We serve breakfast from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. After 11 a.m., breakfast is no longer available. Construction will run from April to October. The project begins in April and finishes in October. The sale runs from Monday to Wednesday. Customers have exactly 3 days to take advantage of the discounts. Check-in is open from 2 hours to 30 minutes before departure. Arriving later than that is too late. Bedtime routine is from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. That hour is used to prepare for sleep. The exhibition runs from March 1st to May 31st. Visitors have 3 months to see the artwork. The Renaissance lasted from the 14th to the 17th century. To marks the historical endpoint of that cultural period. Let's recap the essential points about to. First, to marks the ending point of a time period. Second, it usually pairs with from. Third, from to is the most common way to express a time range. You may also hear similar structures. From 9 to 5. Between 9 and 5. From 9 until 5. All are correct, but from to is the most natural and widely used. Common patterns include Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, January to December, morning to night, start to finish, beginning to end. Excellent progress. You now understand, too, the preposition that marks ending points and completes time ranges. Together with from, you can describe any time span clearly and precisely. In the next chapter, we'll learn past, which describes minutes after the hour when telling time. Keep practicing and continue mastering English time expressions.